Angel Reese has been caught by the WNBA for using steroids, and it's absolutely outrageous. Seriously, how low can someone go just for a bit of attention? Steroid use is illegal in any sport because it gives an unfair advantage by artificially enhancing strength and performance. But it seems Reese couldn't handle the fact that Caitlin Clark is out here dominating the game without bending a single rule. It's almost laughable.
I think Angel Reese is jealous of Caitlin Clark. She thinks she's, the reason why this is all happening here.
Angel Reese's ego proved so fragile that she resorted to the dirtiest trick in the book, hoping no one would notice. Is this really what it's come to? This is one of the most desperate moves you can make in sports. Now, with the WNBA's spotlight shining directly on her, Reese is left scrambling to answer for her actions. But the real question is whether the league will actually hold her accountable, or if they'll keep showing that Caitlin Clark is the only one they seem to target. Angel Reese caught using steroids. Looks like we finally know the truth behind all that fake confidence and bravado she's been flaunting. The same Angel Reese who's always claiming she's the best and acting untouchable just got exposed for cheating the game.
To call out haters and clap back at haters and say different things.
Exactly, cheating. You've got to be kidding me, right? The same player who's been calling herself the queen of the WNBA is now facing allegations of juicing up just to keep up with the competition.
You're not coming in and dominating our...
Steroids, the go-to shortcut for desperate athletes looking to bulk up or boost their performance, are now linked to Reese's name. Yeah, the same steroids that can ruin your body and reputation faster than a missed layup, and we're supposed to believe she's just out here working harder than everyone else? Please, we're not that gullible. The whole superior athlete narrative she's been pushing is crumbling faster than her credibility. If these allegations turn out to be true, it's pretty clear why she's managed to keep up in a league full of genuine talent.
But there's nothing about her game that's really interesting that is going to translate to people who may not watch the WNBA.
And don't even get me started on the irony. This is the same Angel Reese who's always out here criticizing Caitlin Clark, claiming that Clark gets all the praise just because she's white. Oh, the projection is real. While Reese was busy throwing shade and complaining about race, it turns out she might have been hiding a little secret of her own, a performance-enhancing one. Maybe the real issue is that Reese just couldn't handle Clark outshining her without any shortcuts. It's almost laughable, really. If Clark is smashing records without any of these extra supplements, what does that say about Reese's so-called greatness? I'll tell you what it says. Her so-called superiority is just one big lie.
This is such a distraction. And I was, obviously going through social media last night, and I have a question for you. I really am genuinely interested in this because it seemed like the people that had the biggest problem with the trash talk.
Caitlin Clark just set the WNBA rookie scoring record with 761 points this season. Clean and legit. Meanwhile, Reese, with all her alleged enhancements, can't even come close to matching that. And the best part? While Reese is busy making excuses and throwing out baseless accusations, Clark is letting her performance do all the talking. That's got to sting, because at the end of the day, even if Reese is juiced up, she still can't hold a candle to Clark's raw talent. But here's where it gets downright hilarious. Reese's entire persona is built around being this unstoppable force, always running her mouth and acting like she's above everyone else. Now suddenly, it's all under a cloud of suspicion. Did she really think she'd get away with it? Nah, the league is looking into it, and if they find anything, this could be career-ending. All that trash talk, all the petty drama, none of it's going to matter if she's exposed as a fraud.
I was disappointed that Angel used that moment. You just won the national title.
Let's not ignore the timing either. Just as Caitlin Clark's star is on the rise, suddenly Reese's name is tangled up in this steroid scandal. It almost reeks of desperation, like she realized she couldn't keep up with Clark's clean achievements and decided to take a shortcut. And let's not forget her other stunts. Remember when she faked an injury just to gain sympathy? That whole drama looks even shadier now. One minute she's sidelined, the next she's back, stronger than ever, and now, surprise, steroid accusations. The only problem is, no one's buying the act anymore.
is there legitimacy to these claims? Would Angel Reese actually fake an injury? Would Angel Reese prematurely end her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark?
Why would an athlete use steroids? Let's cut to the chase. It's because they can't keep up, plain and simple. And when it comes to Angel Reese, it's not just about staying competitive. It's about desperately clinging to the reputation she built more on drama than actual skill. The pressure is sky high, with endorsements, fame, and that tiny sliver of the spotlight she's trying to hold on to all slipping away. So what's a player to do? Well, if you're Reese, it seems the answer is to take the coward's route and lean into steroids instead of putting in the hard work. Because hey, why bother with the grind when you can opt for a quick fix, right?
And maybe she embraces being the villain.
The WNBA is tougher than ever. And with Caitlin Clark making headlines for her incredible performances every other game, Angel Reese has been fading faster than a bad Twitter trend. The girl who once strutted around like she owned the league is now just a shadow lurking behind players who are actually putting in the work. We're talking about an athlete so wrapped up in her confident image that when reality hits, it exposes just how hollow that bravado really is.
She's pissed off because she's like, it's not just about one player, it's about me too. And it's like, wait, time out. Nobody, I haven't even seen it yet. This is the after.
Let's not forget that Reese's game has been as inconsistent as a malfunctioning elevator. One day she shows flashes of brilliance, and the next she looks completely lost on the court. It's almost as if she's teetering on the edge, desperately trying to stay relevant in a league that's running circles around her. And then, surprise, surprise, just when her stats start to dip, she suddenly announces, "Oh, I'm injured." Right, Angel, we totally believe that your injuries conveniently align with your underwhelming performance. What are the odds?
Didn't seem like anything was wrong. She didn't discuss an injury. So fans were actually really shocked when she came out and said that she would be out for the rest of the season. In the 24 hours after the news broke, the internet ran wild with conspiracy theories. They were wondering if she was truly injured. Did she just decide to tap out of the season because she didn't want to be in the Rookie of the Year conversations anymore?
But hey, let's entertain the idea that her injuries are legit. Even then, you have to wonder, is she so afraid of being exposed that she's now relying on drugs to stay relevant? Steroids provide that extra boost, helping to build muscle and enhance endurance. Everything she might be lacking to stay competitive in the game. And since it's illegal, is it really surprising that she might have been tempted to take the easy way out? Not at all. The only shock here is that she thought she could fool everyone.
If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
What's even funnier is how she's trying to spin it all, crying victim and playing the poor me card, hoping sympathy will distract from the fact that she might be juicing. And let me just say this. If you're going to risk your entire career over some illegal supplements, at least have the guts to own it. Instead, she's out here whining about injuries, shifting blame, and acting like we're all supposed to feel sorry for her.
Her fan base has gone, I'm talking about like...
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Like,
we see it all the time.
I know y'all see it. Like, I literally saw something today that was like...
But these fans aren't stupid. We see right through this. The steroids, the fake injury. Pick a narrative, Angel, but stop trying to play us. Instead of putting in the time to actually improve, she's searching for shortcuts. It's almost sad, really. While Caitlin Clark is out there setting records with raw talent and hard work, Reese is sitting on the sidelines, scheming up ways to cheat the game. Steroids, injuries, anything to keep herself in the conversation. Because God forbid she fades into irrelevance, right?
Not back to the drawing board, and I just want to win.
But here's the truth. It's already happening. The sympathy will dry up, and the excuses will run out. Fans will grow tired of the drama and start looking at players who actually play the game clean and fair. If she's willing to risk it all for a temporary boost, she's already lost the respect of true basketball fans. And when it all comes crashing down, when those steroid allegations stick and the injury excuses wear thin, there won't be much left of her reputation.
I have of Angel and how she handled her rookie season. I honestly don't think that she should have ever taken on that villain role, and she said it herself. That's why I'm saying it here.
So what now, Angel? You've been pointing fingers, stirring up drama, and calling out everyone else for their so-called faults. But when the spotlight shines back on you, it's all crickets. And let's not forget,
And when Angel Reese comes out and says she ain't the only one everybody's watching, they're watching me too, they're watching others. A day later, she gets it.
if this investigation goes south, she's staring down the barrel of a suspension, a ruined reputation, and the end of whatever little credibility she had left. The WNBA deserves athletes who earn their place, not players willing to cut corners and risk their health just to stay relevant. And you know what's really sad? Instead of focusing on actually improving her game, she's been out here sabotaging her own career, one controversy at a time. The fake injuries, the endless drama, and now this. How much lower can it go?
Then y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment.
Reese might have thought steroids would be her ticket to glory, but all it's done is fast-track her to a complete downfall. Sorry, Angel, but hard work beats shortcuts every single time. So if this is true, maybe it's time for her to step away and figure out what kind of athlete she really wants to be. Because right now, the only title she's gunning for is the WNBA's biggest joke. You want to be on top, Angel? Well, congratulations, you made it, just not in the way you wanted. Welcome to the Hall of Shame.